Most parents use probiotics like a daily vitamin, harmless and helpful. But science suggests we might be getting it wrong. If your child is between 0 and 5, you have the right to use these tools. But without the right knowledge, you could be disrupting their delicate biology instead of helping it. The Fin Brain Birth Cohort study reveals the infant gut is far more selective than we ever realized. Today, we're going on a deep dive into the 5 probiotic myths that are causing parents to gamble with their child's gut health, and how to move from guessing to knowing. Nowadays, probiotics are everywhere. You can buy them in a supermarket or a specialized pharmacy. As a parent, the choice is yours. But here's the problem. That freedom comes with a hidden burden of knowledge. Most of us aren't taught the difference between a wellness supplement and a clinical tool. When we see our 3-month-old struggling with gas or our 2-year-old on antibiotics, we reach for the nearest bottle. But the Probiotic Gold Rush has created a gap between what marketing says and what neuroscience proves. We aren't here to say don't use them. We are here to ensure that if you do use them, you're doing it with the precision your child's brain and body deserve. To understand probiotics, we have to look at the vagus highway. This is the physical connection between the gut and the brain. In early childhood, the microbiome isn't just about digestion. It's a training ground for the immune system and a factory for neurotransmitters like serotonin. The International Scientific Association for Probiotics and Prebiotics, ISAP, makes it clear these are live microorganisms that, when administered in adequate amounts, confer a health benefit. But the benefit only happens if the strain matches the need. If you use the wrong tool for the job, you aren't just wasting money. You might be creating a colonization competition that disrupts the natural diversity your child is trying to build. The first myth is that probiotics are general health boosters. Many parents believe that giving a daily probiotic is like giving a multivitamin. It just makes everything better. Science disagrees. Probiotics are highly strain-specific. Think of it like keys and locks. A key for a 2016 sedan won't start a 2024 electric truck. Similarly, a strain that helps with toddler constipation might do absolutely nothing for infant colic. When you see a label that just says lactobacillus, it's not enough information. You need the specific strain code, like L. reuteri DSM 17938. Without that code, you are buying a key without knowing which lock it fits. Myth number 2 focuses on the CFU arms race. We often see bottles boasting 50 billion or 100 billion live cultures. Our parental instinct says more must be stronger. But in the delicate ecosystem of a 0 to 5-year-old, stronger isn't always the goal. The human gut has a limited capacity. If we flood a toddler's system with a massive dose of a single strain, we will unintentionally crowd out the hundreds of other types of bacteria they need for a diverse microbiome. It's about balance, not a takeover. High doses have their place in clinical recovery, but as a daily routine for a healthy child, they can be overkill. This is the most critical section of this video. Because probiotics are sold as natural food supplements, many parents assume they carry 0 risk. This is a dangerous misunderstanding. While probiotics are safe for the vast majority of children, they are live bacteria. In infants with compromised immune systems, or those born prematurely, there have been documented cases of these bacteria entering the bloodstream and causing serious infections. This is why the consult your doctor rule is not just a disclaimer, it's a safety protocol. If your child has an underlying health condition, you must treat these supplements with the same caution as a prescription medication. We've talked about the risks, but let's talk about the rewards. Industrial probiotics are not bad. They are tools, and like any tool, they can be used to build or to break. The secret lies in knowing when the industrial version is actually superior to the natural one. Myth 4 is that you have to choose between natural gut health and industrial supplements. Many parents feel guilty for using a bottle, while others think food isn't strong enough. The truth is a both-and approach. For an infant under 6 months, breast milk is the gold standard because it contains both the bacteria and the prebiotic food they eat. But for a child on a heavy course of antibiotics, food alone might not be fast enough to prevent diarrhea. In that specific window, a high-quality industrial probiotic is a scientifically sound investment. We don't favor one side. We favor the side that works for your child's specific moment in time. The final myth is that the brand doesn't matter as long as the label looks good. Because the supplement industry is less regulated than the pharmaceutical one, quality control is a major variable. In fact, what's on the label isn't always what's in the bottle. Some independent studies have found products containing different strains than listed, or products where the bacteria were already dead before they reached the consumer. This is where your right to choose becomes your responsibility to research. Buying the cheapest option or the one with the prettiest packaging is often where parents truly lose their investment. So, how do we apply this science at home? First, follow the strain to symptom match. Don't buy a general probiotic for a specific problem. If your baby has colic, look for S.boulardii. If your child is recovering from antibiotics, look for S.boulardii. Using the right strain ensures you aren't just adding noise to their system, but providing a specific biological key. Second, the doctor-first rule for infants. If your child is under 12 months, do not introduce a new bacterial strain without a quick check-in with your pediatrician. They can help you identify if your child is in a high-risk group, ensuring that your choice to supplement remains a safe one. Third, prioritize living diversity for toddlers. Between ages 2 and 5, your child's microbiome is stabilizing and becoming more like an adult's. While you can use industrial supplements as targeted boosters during or after an illness, your daily goal should be to support the native bacteria already living there. By providing a wide variety of fibers found in onions, bananas, beans, and yogurt, your child is essentially culturing their own probiotics internally. These fibers act as the precise fuel that allows their unique, beneficial strains to multiply and thrive, building a long-term foundation that a single pill simply cannot replicate. Finally, do a shelf life audit. Your right to choose a brand comes with the responsibility to check its quality. Choose companies that are transparent about their third-party testing and guaranteed at expiry dates. This ensures that the live cultures you are paying for are actually alive when they reach your child's gut. You have the right to lead your child's health journey, and probiotics can be a powerful ally when used with intention. They aren't a waste of money when they are the right tool for the right job, but they are never a substitute for a doctor's guidance or a balanced environment. Which of these myths changed your perspective? Are you currently using a probiotic for your little one under a doctor's advice, or are you still searching for the right fit? Let's discuss it in the comments. Share this with a parent who is navigating the supplement aisle today. Knowledge is the best thing we can give our kids.